Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Good morning, everybody. It's June 18th of the Duck Adventure, and well, I guess we're going to call this episode the Gosling Adventure. We got 3 goslings, and that looks like it. Once again, another bad hatch on it. Like 19 eggs. You know, we got 3 survivors. We had that one guy who you know, got out of the shell, or didn't even get out of the shell. Actually, got his head out after I you know, got the membrane off of it. But these were the ones that were hatched yesterday morning, and they're finally fluffy. They took actually 24 hours to fluff up. So I'm going to take them down to the barn. Not right yet, it's still early. I'm going to go down there right now and do the morning chores with the duckies, or the ducklings I should say. And because I know they've stripped the feeders and the water. I know it. This is what you call communal. There's 3 ducks. Okay, it looks like 3. There's 3, maybe a 4th one there. Three ducks stuck underneath there. They want out bad. I'm gonna let them out here right now. I know, ducks. I'm gonna let you out. Lots of water today. We had a flash. I was working on the garden yesterday, and I got caught in a flash storm that lasted about 7 hours, and at points I couldn't see across my yard. And I went on the radar, and Environment Canada said the water was coming down 25 millimeters an hour. So that's roughly almost an inch of water per hour last night, and it lasted for, well, it was over 6 hours off. It was, you know, it would get really hard, it would slack off, it would get really hard, and it was, everything here is just soaked. I gotta hunch my poor boat, the infamous Tesla electric boat down at the lake is probably full of water. Alright, that's it. Well, morning rush is a little bit screwed up today. There's a Muscovy male last night. He's roaming around the property here. I saw when I got up this morning. He never came home last night. He was actually down at the lake because last night I came out here and all the ducks were inside, and I locked the gate up. And this morning there's a male walking around, so he was down at the lake last night. I don't know where he is now. No, but I'm gonna go in and check on the ducklings. There's the male that was down at the lake last night. He took off. I saw him take off yesterday. I didn't have the camera with me, and he never came back last night. So the predator never got him last night. He's a lucky one. He probably stayed in the water. Well, I was right. They stripped the feeders. Well, this one isn't totally stripped. This one is. They're really growing. I'm gonna put the goslings to go with them today. I'm gonna put the goslings in with this tray. But they didn't drink a lot of water, this one, but the other guys, they've stripped the water completely. They're gonna fill it up. Look at that, eh? That tray, the amount of feces in the bottom of that tray, I'll give you a zoom, it's disgusting. I've just filled up, that's 2 days. But it seems to work. I'm gonna make one that's bigger. It's the answer if you're gonna have water inside. But we're very close. As soon as I get the garden done, which I'm so glad yesterday I was working on the garden when the storm started, and it started off just as a sprinkle. And it was I was putting the fence up. I had the last stretch of the fence. I had my plants. I had the seeds. I was going to start doing some rows and corn. And if I would have planted the corn, I would have had to redo it because the water was coming down so hard. Well, the end of the garden at 8:30, there was no garden. It was a lake. The amount of water was coming down here. It was. I can't remember the last time I've seen water come down. It was like a tropical storm. When you get 25 millimeters or 24 millimeters an hour, that's an inch of water in 1 hour. That's a lot of water coming down, really, really fast. So, all right, I'm gonna get the morning chores done here, and I'm gonna go have my coffee. Well, we've got a little midget duck here. Actually, there's a couple of them, and they're ridiculously small. Get a better shot here for you. This little guy is so tiny, it's unbelievable. I don't even know like if he's gonna survive. You know, he's on day 3 or 4 now, but he's so small. It's actually something, but he's really quick. Look at the size of this little thing. Like, it's like a miniature duck. Miniature. Midget duck. You know, you gotta wonder when you know, the geese, I should say, the 3 of them here, they're still smaller than the ducks. And the ducks pick on them. That's another thing I noticed too, is that even though they're now the same size, I do notice the ducks taking whacks at them all the time. Where the geese, the goslings don't take any aggressiveness towards the ducks. I don't know if it's because they're outnumbered or, but it's they're poor little things. They're the feeder last night. They stripped the feeder and the water, and we've got a little bit of a frenzy going on here right now. But some of them are they're not interested. They're still resting, sleeping. One more week and these guys will have access outside. As soon as I get the garden planted this week, I'm going to put the cage out front so that we can get the ducks to be able to go outside. Oh, I can't believe how small this little guy is. Like, such a little tiny duckling. I guess this is what happens when brothers and sisters breed. You get ducks like that. Well, I had to do an emergency move here and move the goslings down with the ducklings because the controller stuck again. I powered it off and on, and so I've got to swap this controller over. I can't trust it, especially I got to load Muscovies in today, which I got a bad feeling. I think the Muscovy situation, I think it's because they're brothers and sisters. It's got to be. It's the only thing I can think of, is I bought them all at the same time from the hatchery, so there's a really good chance that they're closely related. And because like we've had like nothing, absolutely nothing. See the controller now, it's working again. I don't believe this Chinese stuff, man. I powered it off and on and it was still stuck on, so I thought, okay, it's done. Now it just went off and on again, so you know, it's like, where do you buy a decent controller? That's the thing. It's like it's, you know, it'd be nice to get a controller that does humidity and, you know, everything, temperature and humidity, but I've got one, but it's 220 volt and it's not Chinese. I got a spare one for the incubator, but it's 220 volts, so I can't even, I'd have to, it's just not possible. So, and, you know, mounted in here would be a trick. Oh, man. More work today, and I'm supposed to be working on the garden. Well, I'm just I've got another 63 Muscovy eggs. I've got to go into the incubator today because this weekend is 35 days. It's actually Sunday for them. So, and I just came over here, and now I don't know if this is a rotten egg that just exploded, or if it's the Chinese goose trying to come out. But the color of that stuff coming out of the egg there, right there, I don't know. It almost looks like rotten egg explosion, and I don't see anything picking through. So I want to take a little check here, because I was just about to give up here on the the goose eggs also, because I've given up on the Muscovy eggs. I took one and I already did one autopsy, and the little guy was dead in the shell. So I don't know how this I just don't know. It's blowing me away. We had one single Muscovy hatch. I don't know. I'm really. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the incubator that's killing them. If there's some kind of toxin that's being released, and like, who knows? The Chinese, like, I don't have a lab here to do a pain analysis to see if, or an atmospheric test inside to see if there's any poisonous chemicals that are being emitted inside that the incubator, because it sure seems that the eggs are dying
in the incubator, because the way they're, you know, when I did the autopsy, they're just not developed enough. Like the ones that it's like it's something's wrong. I don't know. I'm baffled. But I'm gonna check out this Chinese goose egg. I got a hunch it's an exploding rotten egg. The way, but we'll take a look here. I'll take a look. I got to do it with my glasses so I can see, and I'll give you an update here on how this goes. Or the next time, you know, the next scene you're gonna see is me doing an autopsy. Okay. The deal is, the Chinese goose broke through the shell, and then it just died. Here, I've got it in my hand here just to show you. I'm trying to get close here and so you can see. There's no shrink wrapping. It just up and died. Doug's coming over to check us out here, but the poor little thing, and it just did this. So I don't know if it's because the controller stuck again last night, that it pipped through and then gave up. But you know, we do have some good news, and I'll show you this. I just when I was looking at it, there's another one that's broken through, and it's alive. So, but I don't, you know, like these can take 35 days, so I'm not going to screw with the geese at all, the goslings there, but I'm the Muscovies. I don't know, like, do I leave them another day? Yeah, I'll go 40 days, like today's day 37. And Muscovy's 35 to 37 days, so. But the one that I did the autopsy on this morning, it was dead in the shell. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss here. I know one thing. I've got to put Muscovies in here right now, and I'm going to try to find a way of getting some more humidity in here. I've got to come up with an idea. So I'll show you what I come up with. I just took one Muscovy into the house. Cindy's not here, so I did an autopsy in the kitchen. Oof, she'd kill me if she caught me. But she's not here. But I just candled the whole tray here, this whole tray, and it's the same deal. The autopsy one in the kitchen, which I'm going to go down to the compost pile and autopsy all of them, because I want to see. But these ducklings, these eggs died in the incubator. They did not die in the hatcher. They're so tiny. Like I cracked one open, and it wasn't even a fifth, or maybe a quarter of the egg volume inside was fetus. It was so small. It was like maybe, you know, a week and a half, 2 weeks worth of development, maybe tops 2 weeks worth of development, and then died. So maybe 3 weeks worth of development, but it died definitely in the incubator. So we're going to take them down. Well, I'm going to take them down to the compost pile. I'm going to set up my autopsy station here, and we're going to do a complete autopsy on these guys, and you know, to see what's going on. This is just it's sure looking like the incubator is my problem. Something is going wrong in there. So let's go and do the autopsy. All right, everyone. I'm down here at the compost pile, or also known as the mortuary, where we do the medical examiner's job. I'm going to. I've got the camera set up here. I just show you. I've got my portable medical examiner's facility set up here, and I'm gonna get the camera, and I'm gonna use the big camera because yesterday the one I did with the pivot head sucked. Couldn't see really what was going on, and this one we're going to get detail. I want to see exactly what's going on. I don't believe this. I don't believe that you know, every egg I've candled today, I've candled over 2/3 of them, and they're just it's, and like I said, nothing's. I did one in the kitchen, and the thing died in the incubator. So let's see what we got here. All right, let's see what we got here. Hopefully this footage turns out a little better. Oh, that's nasty looking. Oh, see? That's not even developed. It's like, that died in the incubator. Like, these, that incubator, there's something going on here. Oh, that was bigger. Oh, that's weird. A black Muscovy? That makes no sense. That's a ruin. And all of these eggs Okay, that is just bizarre because every egg, all the Muscovy eggs in this batch were from when the birds were separated. There's no way a ruin should have been in there. Like, look at that. Like, that is, I hope this video is turning out for you guys, because I can't believe this. They're, like, that's not even developed. Like that. Okay, that's a Muscovy with a black head. No, that's possible. Could be Moe's child. Yeah, these guys died in the incubator. You know, that one's really ridiculous. Oh, man. Yeah, like, this is that incubator. There's something going on. I wish I could know. I wish I knew what was going on. Like, you know, the fact that we had one single Muscovy hatch. Okay, that was an unfertilized egg. Another, oh, that's fertilized. It's got a very underdeveloped duckling in it. Another one underdeveloped, really underdeveloped actually. Like, almost like it died in the first 10 days. Like, it's just, it's these birds, these eggs are screwed before they even went into the hatcher. Like that is, there's no way that these birds were ready. Yeah, look at that. Like, there's no way, you know, that they would have hatched in the 5 days. These were all dead eggs, right? Another one, blackhead. Well, Moe, he's been busy. What a shame, all these cool scobies with mohawks. And they're definitely Muscovies, because you can see the big claws. I don't know if you can see that in the, you know, because Muscovy have really big claws. Man. You know, I'm thinking that, you know, everything I've got in that incubator. Look at that, another one of Moe's kids. Everything I've got in that incubator, I'm thinking is history. Yeah, that was actually decaying in the shell. Yeah, another one. Like, they just barely developed. Barely. Yeah, another one. Look at that. Moe. Like, look at that. What a shame. That one actually was pretty close to hatching. Like, why did it die? Oh, that one was dead in the incubator. Another one dead in the incubator. Well, I'm thinking that if this weekend's Muscovy hatch is, oh, look at another one of Moe's kids. If this is what it's like this weekend, I don't know. I think we'll just write off what's in the incubator. Yeah, like, look at that. That died like really soon. Really, really, really soon. Like, yeah, another one. You know, that one died. And once again in the incubator. Yeah, look at it. Like, yeah, another one's deteriorating. Another one. There you go. We've found another one of Mo's kids. We're a Mo. You busy guy. Like, so far there was only one here that was close to hatching. You know, as far as being developed is concerned. Like, look at this. There's no way these guys are going to develop in or hatch in 5 days after being put in the hatcher. These were a whole bunch of dead eggs. Now the thing is like, I know that fan that I've got in there is a lot strong to move the air around, because it's a room-sized fan for a little air conditioner or a little incubator. So it's not like there's a hot spot. There's something else killing the there's something else killing the ducks inside that incubator. This is all incubator death. Yeah, look at that. Like, that's incubator death big time. Oh, shame, man. That guy was pretty close, actually. Yeah, no, look at that. Really, like, it's like some of them died at, you know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks into the development. Like we've hit what, 1 egg, I think, unfertilized. So the Muscovy are doing each other, but another one of Mo's kids. A lot of Mo action here. Yeah, look at that. This is probably one of the more detailed autopsy videos that's going to be on YouTube of, you know, of eggs. Look at that. High definition autopsy. It's, you know, to have such a high success rate of fertility, you know, unless you know, it's you know, my Muscovies are all brothers and sisters, and we've got an inbreeding problem. You know, that the young are just not strong enough because, you know, they're brothers and sisters, which could be very well possible. Because I did buy them from a hatchery last year, and, you know, they could all be brothers and sisters for all I know. There's another one of Mo's. Yeah, there's another one. Oh, I just heard a, oh, there. Okay, I just heard a noise. And then, there's no way there could be a noise. They're dead. Now, I don't know if you guys heard that now. I'm going to play this back because I don't believe what I just heard. You know, like I just heard a baby bird, but there's no way every bird here has been dead. Like, unless it was an error, it whistled through the shell and I broke the shell. That could be possible too. Like these, and it's not like the incubator, you know, day 6 and this happened, because that's when the fan died, was day 6. A lot of Mo's. This is an unbelievable amount of Mo action. And then this is the Chinese goose that broke through this morning. The poor little thing, broke through and then just died. It's like, last night when that controller failed. What a shame. It was so close to coming out. Because look at the egg sac, the old egg yolk almost absorbed it completely. What a shame. I'm telling you, I'm not a happy camper today. That's just unbelievable. Well, that's the update on the Muscovy situation. So I'm gonna candle the eggs to see if I can see any movement at all. But I'll up to the house here, clean up this mess, and then we'll load up. Maybe we're not gonna be loading up. Maybe we're gonna be throwing away 63 more eggs that were supposed to go in this weekend. I'll give you an update at the house. All right, I just candled all the Muscovy eggs. I actually had to do it in a closet in the house. It was a big ordeal. But anyways, I got 10 eggs that I couldn't see anything. And actually 3 of them you can see right through, they're not even fertilized. And then these ones, I can actually see blood vessels in the shell. Now I can't. It's very dark. I can't see any movement. But there is red blood vessels showing through the shell. So that's got to mean that there is a little bit of life. Hopefully, it's red. It's not black. So, but I'm going to do an autopsy on these 10 eggs. Cindy's still not home, so I can do it in the kitchen sink. These 10, I'm going to throw these in the hatcher, and we'll see what happens this weekend. My gut, while I was doing the candling, I had an idea. I'm starting to think that because the incubator was brand new, that there was some gassing off taking place. Either gassing off the styrofoam they used as insulation or the paint, something, I don't know. But I've got a hunch that we've got some kind of toxic poisoning going on with the material they've used to make this thing. Oh, what a horror show. Just a horror show. Anyways, and the ones that survived are just really tough ducks that could handle the toxic overload of whatever is happening in that incubator. But I'm going to do an autopsy on these 10 eggs and see what's going on, and we're going to throw these other 53 in and see what happens this weekend. And then we'll make the big decision next week what we're going to do with the rest of the eggs that are in the incubator. All right, out of 10 eggs that when I candled I saw nothing, like no blood vessels, 4 were unfertilized, and the rest of them died in their shell. This guy a little farther progressed. This one not very, barely progressed at all. This it's sad. They're dying in the incubator. So we'll see what's going to happen this weekend out of the 53 eggs, and if the same thing happens again, then I got to make the hard decision on letting go of the eggs that are in that incubator and just suck up the loss. Well, that was this whole day's been a depressing day. Actually, I'm not doing too well here, guys. But anyways, just keep trying until I finally blow up here. I put some trays in. Everybody's been telling me, put trays in, put trays in. I've got a humidity generator in the bottom that that gets the water really hot, plus forced air blowing on an evaporator. So, but I'm going to put some even more humidity in the place. What I've done is I took 2 of the trays, put water in them. I've got them underneath the Muscovy trays. So we've got even more moisture. Like right now it's at 80%, 81%, 73% on the scientific instrument. So it's climbing. We'll try the high humidity. Let's say hopefully we don't drown the ducks that are in there, but I don't know. I don't know. I think the incubator is poisoning the eggs. It's the only thing that makes sense. To have so much failure and the death at the stage that we're the autopsy showing that they're dying in the incubator. They're not dying when I'm putting them in the hatcher. If anything, I think maybe that the ones that don't die in the incubator are hatching in the hatcher. So because the hatcher is it's the humidity, the temperature's been right, except for the controller screwing up there a couple times. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. So we'll see what happens.